This is Fireman Ed, and you're listening to Jets Commute, Monday through Friday from 8 to 10 a.m. Jet fans, let's rock MetLife Stadium this year. J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets. Go Jets! This is Fireman Ed, and you're listening to Jets Commute, Monday through Friday from 8 to 10 a.m. Jet fans, let's rock MetLife Stadium this year. J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets. Go Jets! This is Fireman Ed, and you're listening to Jets Commute, Monday through Friday from 8 to 10 a.m. Jet fans, let's rock MetLife Stadium this year. J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets. Go Jets!
Up all the time, bro. All the time.
Yeah, whatchamacallit, I don't that NBA Cup is cool, but you think it's overdone?
I think so. I mean, it's cool, it's different, but I don't know. They need to tweak it a little bit.
Yeah. The CB, who's your first choice for coach for the Jets?
I mean, I'm still hoping the Browns bottom out and Stefanski gets cut.
Yeah, you and Buckeye have been on that one. But
Yeah, I'm open to the idea of Rabel. I'm open to the
yeah,
idea of Todd Monken.
if it
Todd Monken's someone I'd want to interview again.
if it's not Vrabel, then I kind of want an offensive staff guy. But they're all going to be first-time head coaches except for Nagy. You know?
Yeah, like I said, man, I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, it can't be a first-time head coach. I just think if it's going to be a first-time head coach, let them have experience on the staff. Like, let them have somebody who's been a head coach that can guide them through, the time management, all that type of stuff.
Yep. Yeah, you know who mentioned Liam Cohen? Will Parkinson, like over a month ago, he's been saying that. But I mean, Tampa Bay's offense is good, but what are they? There's one game over 500, but he's going to be the hot guy anyway.
Yeah, PD, but I'll say the same
over
thing.
Johnson.
I'll say the same thing about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and Cliff and all those guys. I feel like you got to see it through, man. Like 1 year of play calling doesn't always work out for everybody. I feel like I want to see those guys see it through and continue to develop, those quarterbacks that they're working with.
Yeah.
What about you, PD? Are you just Team Vrabel?
Vrabel, but I'm starting to think about it more. Like these defensive coaches, I don't know, man. I mean, I like Flores, but I don't know if it's the right, move for them. Now there's one thing, if the Jets do like move on from Adams, Devontae alone, that his cap number is 38 million. So there's like 9 million guaranteed next year. So unless they rework it, they save $29 million. And then what do you do, But you got 60 something million now to play with.
I'd rather have Devontae here, but I understand he might not want to be here due to the quarterback situation.
Right. Well, maybe he does. Maybe he changes. By the way, he was at the Garden last night.
I saw a picture of
Yeah,
him.
so was Shador Sanders.
Was
Yeah,
he?
bro,
I
Shador
did not see that
Sanders
one.
was sitting courtside, man. Could you imagine a college athlete sitting courtside already back in the day?
Times are changing,
Yeah,
brother. Times are changing. It's crazy out here. And imagine if he ends up going to the Giants. Ooh,
yeah.
those Nick games would be sold out when he show up.
He should go to the Nets to help them draw attendance.
All right, PD, we ain't have to do that, man.
Come on, CB. There's got to be a dig at the Nets somehow. Dan, good morning.
Good
No,
morning,
I
Petey. How
get
are
it.
you, bro?
Good. I'm a little spent. I went to the Knick game last night. It
Hey.
was rough getting. It was rough getting into the city, man, with the rain.
Mm-hmm. You had to see Trey
It was
Young.
bad.
Trey Young ball out.
He's a thorn, man.
Yeah. He just finds a way every time.
Yes, he does. Speaking of finding a way, Soto today at
Yeah,
3:30
that's
should be cool,
that's the whole baseball world's finally on the Mets.
bro. Listen, I was at the Knick game and we were talking to people, and bro, Yankee fans are definitely bitter.
Oh,
Like you could hear it. They say shit, but yet they say they don't care, but then they throw shots.
yeah.
Like, oh, one guy was like, my dad dressed me up as a Met fan when I was 9 years old, like making a joke about it.
Yeah, they're
And I'm
coping.
like, come on, man, are you only saying this because of the Soto thing? He's like, he kind of laughed about it.
Yankee fans are coping. I mean, it's just they look at Soto on the Mets now and then they say that it's an overpay. Like, you guys went that high too. Like, he just didn't want to be a Yankee, Petey. That's the crazy thing to me.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Yankees, Joe's up here.
What's up, Joe?
Joe, is the
Yeah,
Mets season over?
if I'm a
It's
Yankee fan,
over.
I wouldn't be worried. They're working hard right now on getting Tucker. If they get Tucker and they go get Christian Walker, they just signed free. They trust me. They made up for losing out to Soto. They're going to be just as good or better next year.
Joe, that
Maybe.
Christian Walker's 33 years old.
Yeah, but he still hit 275 last year with 29 home runs. I mean, he still can play. So I mean, he's better than Rizzo. Rizzo was awful. He gave
Wow,
him nothing.
right. Do you think
So I mean,
Alonso's better than Rizzo?
I'm sorry.
Do you think
Who?
Alonso's better than Rizzo? Pete.
Lonzo's been yeah, and then now, especially at this point, yeah, Rizzo's shot. He has no more power. He's finished. I mean, he has nothing left. But I mean, the Yankees are going to be fine because their GM is very proactive. He's calling everybody up, trying to make deals everywhere. I don't think Stearns. I just found out that they could have had Crochet, but they didn't want to give up. What's his face, the Jet Smith, or I think there was another guy too that was in the package. But sometimes you got to take. I just feel like he's not big time enough. He doesn't have the cojones to make big deals. I really feel that way. I mean, I just think he's too conservative. He wants to just sign guys that have like little risk, high upside. That's what he's good at. I mean, I wish we had Cashman as our GM. I'll be honest with you, because Cashman with the money, with the had to have the Cohen's money, my God, would be signing everybody, man. you know.
Joe, but Cashman had Cohen money kind of
Yeah, but
before this.
and
The
but
Yankees were always the big guy.
And yeah, and he keeps them relative. They're always 95 wins every year. They make the playoffs. I mean, they made the World Series last year, but he's not afraid to make deals. I mean, Stearns, I have to see Stearns make a deal. He hasn't made one yet. He's brought in guys, like I said, low risk, high reward guys. But now sometimes he has to bring in a. I think we need an ace. An ace. We have like five 4 starter. We have five pitchers. They're all fourth and fifth starters. They have no one number one guys. I mean. I don't know, man. They're not going to compete with the Dodgers for a long time unless they bring in some good pitching. I'm sorry, it's just the truth. You saw what the Dodgers did to the Mets pitching in the playoffs. They bludgeoned them. So
They also destroyed the Yankees.
they didn't destroy the Yankees. I mean, the Yankees were in almost 3 or 4 of those games. I mean, game one, the Yankees were winning in the ninth inning. If the guy had a walk-off grand slammer, I mean, that would have changed the whole
Yeah,
series.
but Joe, they won in 5 games.
I understand that, but that series would have turned totally different if the Yankees won that first game. So I mean, I don't think the and
Joe,
the,
Let me ask you real quick, Joe. How do you go from it's the greatest day in your life as a Mets fan to now you say Stern sucks?
Because I just don't want it to be Soto and nothing else. It's like I made the comment. It's like buying a $200,000 Ferrari and having no radio, and your friend's like, Joe, where's the radio? Well, it was an extra 15,000. I didn't have it, so I. Well, why would you? What good is it? There's no. How can you not drive with a radio? He's got to fill in the pieces now. He can't just live with Soto and that's it. I mean, that's not enough. I mean,
They'll get people, Joe.
I hope they get Pete back. I'm hearing Gelbs yesterday said he doesn't think he's coming back. Steve Gelbs, and he's dialed in. Steve Gelbs, you know.
Yeah, but there's also came out that there's Dan will tell you that there's really not a market for Alonso, right, Dan?
Yeah, no, there's not. Unless you want to look at the Nationals or the Mariners, but like two not appealing teams for
I mean,
Pete.
if the Yankees strike out on Walker and they don't get Bellinger, see, I think the Yankees are going to get Bellinger too. Put him at first base. But if they strike out those guys, I mean, Alonso would be a fallback for them too. That's why if I'm the Mets, I'd jump on him now and try to make a deal. I mean, come on, Boris is his agent. I'm sure Cohen. I'm sure he had talks with when he was talking to Soto. He said, "Look, we're gonna build a team around you. We're not just signing you, and that's it." Because I mean, Soto's gonna want to know that this team is going to be competitive, and he wants protection in that lineup. I mean, he doesn't want McNeil hitting behind him. I mean,
Right.
God forbid.
Carlos Santana on a 1-year deal.
I mean,
So,
if
and
that's
then
the
go in
case, then
for
next year go
Vlad.
for Vladdy next year. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would consider that. Yeah, a short one. If that's the case, I'd rather have that. I'll tell you one thing: if the Yankees get Tucker in the trade, I'm telling you, I'm going hard after him next year in free agency. Tucker, you know that.
Yeah.
So I mean, and,
Tucker's good.
oh my God, he's tremendous. So I don't know. I mean, there's deals to be made out there right now. San Diego, you could, if you wanted to, you could get Machado from them. You can get Cease from them. You can get a lot of guys from them right now. They're looking to get rid of. They're having a fire sale. They want to trade Bogart.
Joe, why you would take Machado here?
Machado last year had 30 homers, 110 RBIs, had like 900 OPS. He was a monster last year.
Ugh.
He kills us.
That
Remember last?
contract, Joe.
He kills the Mets.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
that's what I'm saying. If the San Diego kicks it up like Johnny Sack, then sure.
I don't know, man. That kid's I know he's old. He's older. He's what is he? 32, 33, but he could still play, man. You put him
Yeah.
on that infield. He's a Gold Glove out infielder. You put him in that lineup with Soto, Lindor, and Vientos. Oh my God, that's scary.
You're also gonna have a strikeout machine.
Yeah, but not real, bro. Look at this. Look at his numbers. We talk about strikeouts. I mean, Vientos strikes out twice every game. I mean, a lot of those Mets strike out a lot. I mean, that's just the way they are. But Machado, Dan, don't you think Machado last year? What the hell? Let me see his numbers.
He's a beast, Joe. Don't get me wrong. But
Machado.
that'd be crazy. I just don't see it happen. I mean, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, 275. Yeah, 275 too, which is it's like hitting 350 years. He's 32. Um, 29 home runs. I take it.
CB, let's jump in after Joe's done.
But I mean, I think the Mets should try to see if they could get one of these pitchers, man. I mean, like there's, I just saw a tweet. Where is it? Hang on a second. It says, according to sources, Luis Castillo, Dylan Cease, Jesus Luzardo, and Sonny Gray are among the pitchers available for trade, while the Yankees could also look to move a starter, as mentioned above. And the Yankees are looking to move either Stroman or Cortez. So there's a lot of pitchers to be had via trade.
I don't. You want Stroman for a year at
No,
20 million?
no, no,
Oh,
no, no,
all
no,
right,
no.
good.
Cortez is intriguing. I would consider him. I mean, he's still young. He has had his moments where he's been really good. I
We
don't know.
just can't keep taking lefty all these Yankee leftovers. I don't know.
Yeah, eventually they're not going to work out, right? John Loizaga just signed a 1-year deal last night with. I
We
wanted
were in on the
Loizaga.
Loizaga too.
PD, are you there?
Yeah,
Hey, I've been off Twitter mostly for the last couple of days. Am I right to assume June is behind this whole Trey Garrett Wilson shit?
probably. I mean, he's been doing this for a month.
Why am I seeing that everywhere now? Like, what the hell came out? What happened?
Who knows, bro? Who knows? Maybe people are listening. Who knows?
Boy, Pete, who wants to trade Garrett Wilson besides
June,
me? Who wants to
June,
trade?
June's
Well,
been
June,
wanting.
I'm on board. I'm not a big, you know me. I'll trade. He's good, but I don't. He's. I mean, if he was Puka Nakua, I wouldn't let you.
Wait,
You couldn't give
Joe,
me.
can
You
I
couldn't give
read
me
you off
anybody
this
for him.
stat? Can I read you off this stat real quick, Joe?
Go ahead.
And all right, you would be shocked at this. Hold on.
Don't tell me he's better
Yeah.
than Puka Nakua. He's not, bro. I'm sorry, he's not. You know
Joe,
it, right?
I'm not. Hold on.
Right.
Garrett Wilson before this game had 74 receptions for 763 yards, which means he's on pace to become the fifth player in NFL history with at least 80 catches and 1,000 yards in each of his first 3 seasons. The four
Okay.
other players are, can you name them?
Probably Randy Moss, Jerry Rice,
Go ahead.
uh, bu- 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 Marvin Harrison.
Nope. You got all
Uh,
three wrong so far. You got two more chances.
um,
If you get somebody right, I'll let you continue. Not I'll let you, but
Calvin Johnson.
Yeah,
nope,
Megatron. Oh,
nope,
Let's see. Wow, AJ Brown.
nope. Are you finished?
Go ahead.
All right. The four other players are Odell Beckham, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, and Michael Thomas. This is in NFL history, Joe.
I know that. I know that, bro, and he's very good. I know that, but he's. I'm just saying he's not Chase. Look at you see what Chase is doing this year. He's gonna have like 2,000 yards receiving. He's a freak.
Yeah,
Garrett
I'm not
Wilson never
saying
has
he's
games.
better. Right. I'm not saying that
Garrett
Garrett
Wilson
Wilson is
never
better than,
has.
but
Garrett Wilson never has 198 yards on 7 catches. Never. He has like 9 catches for 100 yards. They're all like little dink and dunks. They're all little 10-yard plays, 8-yard plays. You know.
well, Joe, since I'm not allowed in your jet space, I haven't asked you about the coach. What's who are you?
I mean, if
Who?
Vrabel's willing to come, if Vrabel wants to come here, I'll take Vrabel or Flores. Those are the two guys. Those are the two disciplined guys that I want here that'll come in here. They're no nonsense. They're not going to take any shit. They're gonna make sure that Sauce Gardner learns how to tackle before he plays again. I wouldn't let him on the field unless he could show me he could tackle. But I mean, they're going to go in there and kick ass. They're going to be the disciplinarian type they need. That's what they need. Guy. I don't want a first time guy. I want a guy with experience. Like either one of those guys, I'll take.
Wait, so Vrabel and who? Sorry.
Flores.
Yeah, I listen, I'm on the train of Vrabel, but I mean, I don't know now, man, with these defensive guys. I think the Jets got to somehow change, man, and just get up with the modern times.
I would if you could get a Vrabel or Flores and bring in
Well,
a
yeah,
big
I
time.
want Vrabel here. I would like Vrabel as the coach.
Hopefully they bring in their staff and they got a big time OC. Not the morons that we've been having here the last couple of years. I mean, a real offensive coordinator. You know, someone like that.
PD, do
no
you want Vrabel to
retro.
bring Rogers back?
I mean, I wouldn't be mad if they did, honestly, because if you're eating the
Give it one
money
more year.
but if you're eating the money, I understand with the whole contract thing. So let's see what the other GM and them think. If they run it back, am I going to be mad? Why? It's the Jets.
But Aaron
It doesn't.
Rodgers too. Like I do think he still is. Again, if he's injured, that's
I
a different thing.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
think
I hear you.
Rodgers is better than Tyrod Taylor. Joe will tell me I'm nuts because he's not mobile. But
I just think
Joe, you hear me?
getting back to the Wilson talk. No, of course. I mean, look, do I want to really trade? No, because what are you going to get equal for him? I don't want a draft pick. You know, he's a young guy still, but I'm just saying, you know, he's very good, but I mean, like, he's not. He's not a true. I mean, there's a lot of good wide receivers out there. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you go one by one. Who do I rather have? Now you might. I mean, the word was always, "Oh, well, wait till he gets a real quarterback." Okay, we finally got a real quarterback. Now this quarterback has diminished skills at this point in his career. We know that he's old, but does that mean he can't throw the ball down the field? Is Garrett Wilson getting open enough down there, or is Garrett Rodgers afraid to
He's
throw it?
open, Joe.
Is he afraid to throw it to him? I mean, how about last week that one play where he had to move? He makes that one cut, and then he catches the ball down the field, but he like runs out of bounds. Like he has a problem sometimes with that, like keeping his feet in on plays down on the sideline. Like you got to that should be a
Runs out of
touchdown.
bounds. What are we talking
No,
about?
he
Go
caught.
watch that throw again,
No,
bro.
he
Rodgers
caught.
threw him out of bounds.
No, but he was right on the line when the ball was coming. He was already almost on
Yeah,
the
but
line.
Joe, to be fair though, if Rodgers led him, it's a touchdown. He threw it outside. He should have kept it inside on the field. To be fair,
You know what,
and I love, I love
but
Rodgers,
if
but
I asked everyone in this room, you know it and I know it. If I asked 100 people in this room, 100 people would say, "Who would you rather have, Nakua or Wilson?" Everyone would take Nakua, or they don't know what to talk, or they're idiots, or they're blind.
I don't know about that. I think it'd be more split than you think.
That guy is a mon. You watched the game he had last week. He does everything. He's strong. He's physical. He has
Joe,
great
if
hands.
Garrett Wilson leaves here, you watch. He's going to be a monster.
No, I
He'll be a monster
I
here.
don't know.
Huh, Dan?
His one-handed catch this year, I believe that was him,
Yeah,
right?
Garrett Wilson has 2 of the best catches in the last 2
I
years
know,
in the
but
NFL.
even you said
That
it though
catch
about
was
the he's a monster. I didn't realize how big he was. I didn't realize he was
Who,
that big.
Nakua?
Yeah, he's big, man. Holy
Yeah,
shit!
he's
But I mean, he's just a great. He's just smooth and on his run. Look, I mean,
But you
anybody
don't
could.
think that coaching matters, Joe? Like he's being schemed open.
Oh, who are you talking about?
Like Nakua.
Oh, but you agree,
I
he's
think
great.
Nakua is a great find. He's a great find,
wait,
especially where they
jokes.
drafted him.
Jokes.
But
Do you think
if you don't believe
good?
that Sean McVay's coaching scheme matters, like come on, dude. Like you know football. You've been watching it a
Jokes.
long time.
Do you think Garrett Wilson would have over 1,000 yards already with McVay this year? Honestly,
Garrett Wilson would be a perennial 14 to 1,500 yard receiver.
I agree.
I just don't know if he has the physicality to be that. I don't think his body would hold up. He needs to put on some more size.
He doesn't, but he doesn't beat you with physicality. He beats you
No, I know his
with
moves, his
technique.
cuts, and everything else. I understand that.
Joe, he hasn't missed a game, to be fair,
I
in 3
mean,
years almost.
go watch him isolated against
Oh,
Ramsey. Ramsey's still good. He abused
I know.
Ramsey all week.
I want to see him
I
have
mean,
one of
he
those
all
games. I
day.
want to see him have a Wesley Walker game,
Christian
20 yards.
Benford this year is having an All Pro year. Go watch what he did to Christian Benford. He put Christian Benford in a fucking blender. Like, you really stop just looking at the numbers. I know that they're disappointing, but that doesn't tell the whole story.
Jokes, did you hear the numbers I read off with Wilson?
No.
Hold on. Let me just bring this up 1 second here. I think, Jokes, you'll be shocked at this too. Let me see here.
What do you mean? The amount of targets?
No.
Yards.
Here, so Jokes. All right. Before this game, Garrett Wilson has had 74 receptions for 763, which means he's on pace to become the 5th player in NFL history with at least 80 catches and 1,000 yards in each of his first 3 seasons. The others are there's 4 other guys, and
Yeah,
Joe couldn't even. Go ahead.
Waddle, Chase,
Chase is one of them.
Nakua.
Nope.
He didn't have 780 catches.
He hasn't played
Nope.
3 years yet.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, this is a good one. I think Randy Moss.
That's why I
Nope.
said no.
No.
By the way, if we
I
could
thought
all
Jerry Rice too, but not Jerry Rice either.
you can listen, I'm not gonna. But if we could all put up a heart for Randy Moss,
Now, is
what
that
he's
true
going
though?
through,
His son is saying that it's not true though. He's denying that.
that's the
Nah,
report.
he had his eyes were yellow during a thing.
I
Like
mean,
that's
because that's
usually.
what Walter Payton looked like when he got sick. I mean, he died of liver cancer. That's what he had, liver cancer.
Jordan's had the yellow eyes for years too, Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
But it is
Yeah,
a serious
Jokes.
thing, right?
Hold on, Jokes.
So you
Did you
said there was
go ahead?
4?
Yeah, so you got one of them right.
Well,
2 more guesses. No, that's
Waddle
not right.
doesn't have 80. Really?
No, nope.
I don't know.
All right. The other 4 guys are Odell Beckham,
Oh yeah.
Jamar Chase.
Oh no, I did say Chase.
Yes, no, yeah. I said you were
I
right.
couldn't get you.
Justin
I couldn't
Justin
get the other 2.
Jefferson, and then
Yeah.
Michael Thomas.
The Slant King.
What a
Wow.
disgrace.
So I'm saying, like, this guy is a number 1. He's not a 1B. He's a 1A. I just think Jeff fans just when everything goes wrong, include Jokes. You said it to me the other day. The Jets broke me. I'm done, bro. Like I don't know anymore. I'm going with the flow.
Is he better than Waddle?
It's
Is he better
bad.
than Waddle? You think?
Yes.
I think he is. I
Waddle.
Yeah.
don't think it's by a
What?
lance.
What? But no, I think it is by a
I mean,
landslide. Go
Waddle
look
at
at
his
Waddle's
best.
numbers without.
Waddle's had
Go look at.
every game
Go
last year
look at
against us.
Waddle's numbers. Listen to me.
Last year
Go
against
look at
us, he had like
Waddle's.
190 yards against us last year in that one game when Hill was hurt.
Go look at Waddle's numbers without Tua.
Well, I know he had a 100 catch season one of those years. I know.
Okay, Tua was the quarterback for the full season. Go look at his numbers this year in the game. Go look at Tyreek Hill's numbers this year when Tua's not playing.
It's brutal.
So,
Did Waddle come out
Or-
the same year or it's a different year?
year before.
Yeah, and Waddle got his money already.
Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing?
What's up,
Morning,
man?
T.
You wiped the cold out your eye?
Yeah,
Oh man, you already hitting it, man?
yeah. Me and wifey both off today, so
Oh
yeah.
man, chill, man. Hitting it
Yeah,
means hitting it's not inappropriate for y'all who don't know.
yeah. The only thing I'm hitting is the bomb. God dang it. Don't be hitting nothing out here. Don't put your hands on nothing unless it's some food or some money. Straight up. But
Nah, don't be doing that neither.
you can't
But
put
go
your
ahead.
hands on food and money? Damn,
Oh
where
yeah,
have we gone as a
My
country?
bad. My
Where have
bad.
we
You
gone as
better
a
put
country? I can't put
Yo,
my
T,
hands
you gotta go
on some
T, you
chicken
gotta go
wings.
digital. You gotta go digital, man.
Oh,
Don't
fuck
be
all
carrying
that. Oh,
cash.
no, no,
Yeah,
no.
go digital,
Oh,
man.
no, 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 no. That's one thing though, that you old heads was right about. Put that $1 million in that mattress. Mm-hmm.
All right, hold on, T, 1 second. Joe, back to this. So, Joe, 1,000 times over 1,000, you would pick Nakua over Garrett Wilson? Joe? Hello? Oh, well. I don't think it would. I don't think it's. If the Jets had a good coach, Garrett Wilson would be so much better in my eyes. But I don't know if you guys agree with that, Dan, or
I
whatever.
agree. Yeah, Garrett Wilson's great.
And
He is. He's a really.
you're a Giant fan, Dan. Malik Neighbors to me is going to be in the top 5
He's really good.
by next. He might be by next year.
I mean, he's injured. He's already at 800 yards with Daniel Tommy
PD,
DeVito.
I think Belichick should have waited to take that job, honestly.
Yeah, that was weird that he
Yeah,
took that UNC job.
it's crazy, man.
Like, what does
I
he get
can't
out of
believe.
that?
I don't know. Maybe he just
Like,
didn't think. You know.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what he get out of it, but I know the homeboy from the city now go get a pipeline to the NFL off a coach who never saw him play, and that just made me happy. Like that nigga grew up with a single mama. Now Belichick gonna be the reason you get fucking drafted. Like I love that for him. I love that for him. I ain't gonna lie. I love that for him. Not gonna lie. I don't see a problem with it.
no, he's gonna get paid eventually. He'll
I,
probably
I
find his
mean,
way
I
in the
mean, my homie's the second best player on UNC this past year, not outside of the running back. So like, I mean, you know, it'd be like that. Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm happy. I
But
mean,
it,
but
but
I
Bell,
ain't gonna
Bell.
lie though. On the low as a key, UNC has been producing draft worthy
Yeah,
talent.
But why go there, man?
I
Like for how
mean,
long?
unbiasedly, if we look at our 5 programs and you look at UNC the last 5 years, they produce, maybe we can go back 7. They produced some pretty good talent that has made it to our league that we love so much. Just saying. They have. Not
I'm
saying they're
curious.
like
I'm curious if Belichick
Drake.
can
Florida,
coach college kids.
Alabama,
Just to name
you
some.
know, the Ohio State, but they up there
These
though.
are all players that went to UNC. Drake May, Mac Hollins, Julius Peppers, Javante Williams, Mitch Trubisky. I didn't know that. But
Oh,
yeah,
you know, Mitch. Okay, Mitch might be one of the worst ones on that list, but like, continue.
yeah, for sure. No, yeah,
Mitch
right.
did not help that list.
No, definitely not.
We drafted a
Definitely.
running back from North Carolina.
They got what 2 running backs that came out of there.
Michael Carter,
And
the
then the other
second,
one.
right?
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
The other one. And then the other
Right,
one.
Buckeye?
Yep.
And
No,
then
you're right
Michael,
about that.
and not Michael Carter the second, Michael Carter. And then
Michael
there's
Carter.
the second.
Yep. The
Yeah,
guy that
then
went to
there
The
was
Arizona.
second,
Arnold,
the corners from the corners from Duke, I believe, our corner.
Yeah, the guy that went to Arizona, Michael Carter. I don't know
Chef's
if
Hunter too.
Belichick can
Speaking.
coach college kids or run the NIL. That'll be the question on him.
Speaking of that, Buckeye, the NIL, I mean, I know the Knicks did it, but they probably couldn't before this. But Shador Sanders was sitting courtside last night.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I mean, those are $1,000 seats.
easily.
Yeah.
I mean, he can afford it though. Like,
No, right. That's what I'm saying. Like before this NIL thing, I don't know if that was allowed. Like
I will.
you can't
I will
accept
be.
that.
I will say this
I
though.
don't.
He probably still would have been still in them seasons without
Yeah,
it.
but I don't
Like,
think Shador paid for those seats
Why
last
not?
night. I don't think he did.
why not? I don't know. I don't know about that one.
I mean, that
Because
family.
I think the Knicks do that and promote that. Like it's called Celebrity Row for a reason.
No, I
I
believe.
know Spike
I
Lee
respect
pays.
that, but I will say though. I mean,
Petey,
it's a
someone pays
young
for
buck.
those seats.
He got a little ching ching. I ain't gonna act like he ain't got a little ching ching.
Petey, someone pays for those
You
seats.
know
It may
what I'm
not be
saying? My
him, but it's not
nephew,
the Knicks.
one of Prime's best. He got
So
that ching.
you think Devontae paid for those tickets last night?
Someone does.
Devontae who?
All I'm saying is someone does. I don't know if Devontae does, but someone's buying those tickets.
Devontae who? I didn't watch the Knicks
Devontae
game
Adams.
last night.
Yeah, you weren't there. They wouldn't have shown that anyway, T. But I caught a video.
Wait. What
I
Devontae
caught
are
a
you
bit.
talking about?
Devontae Adams, not Devonta Smith, man. We don't talk Philly.
Hey, look.
We talk.
Smith was
We
not the first guy that came to my mind when I thought Devontae. I thought about Freeman, honestly, no cap. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I thought about Freeman.
Devontae Freeman. Wow.
Yeah, bro, no cap. Used to be a dog.
Yeah, he was. Green Bay always had those good receivers too, man. Who was the other guy? Who'd they have? Freeman. Who else? Jordy Nelson. Who
Donald
was the other guy? Yes,
Randall
Driver.
Cobb.
That's it. Yeah.
Hey, yo, that just took you back, didn't it? Be Donald fucking Trump.
Yep.
Petey, who you got in the Super Bowl?
Now he's gonna piss me off.
Right
I like
now.
the Lions this year.
Yeah. It's not gonna. I got the NFC Championship. I got the. I'm gonna say the Eagles against the Lions right now.
So I like the
But
Ravens.
Super Bowl, the Super Bowl is not going to be a green team from the NFC. I'll leave it at that.
Bills
See, now what?
will probably win the Super Bowl, honestly, but Bills Lions would be.
I'm picking the Chiefs until I see somebody beat them in the playoffs.
Hey Dan, I'll say it like this. You seem like a knowledgeable guy of the game. The NFC East has except the Eagles has beaten the Bills in a Super Bowl, except us. So like we're the last team waiting to do it. So honestly, I would love for Josh Allen to get there. I really would. I'm not gonna lie. I would really love for Josh to get there, so we could finish the legacy. Make sure.
About time.
Hey, what was that supposed to mean?
About time he does it, wins a ring there.
You think?
Wait, what do you mean what do you mean the NFC
No.
East?
You think
You
Josh
guys
is
beat
gonna
the
win?
Patriots.
Oh no.
Wait, T, you guys beat the Patriots. You beat the AFC East already in the Super Bowl.
No. I'm talking about everybody in my division has beaten Buffalo in the Super Bowl, but us.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
So the Eagles. Who else? Wait, the Giants.
The Giants beat them twice.
The Redskins did.
Redskins and
the
the
Redskins.
Cowboys.
The Redskins
And the Cowboys.
I don't
They
remember the
all
Redskins.
beat Buffalo in the Super Bowl.
Wait, but that was in the early '90s when the
Yep,
Redskins
it sure
made it.
was.
Wait, did the Redskins? Oh, they won with Doug Williams, right?
Yes, they did.
That was before you born, my man.
Yeah, it was, but history is still history. I would love for history to repeat itself a little bit. I don't know. What you think, Dan?
I like the Bills, but I don't know. I could see the Lions just. It feels like a miracle year for them. It does. I could see it. Never know. All I know is that both our football teams are not going to the Super Bowl. So
Who is our? Oh, y'all's.
yeah,
Oh,
Jets Giants.
I mean,
Are you not a Jets or Giants fan, T? Or
no, I am not. I like the birds.
okay, I got you.
Yeah, I like the
Took
birds.
Saquon from me.
Thank you.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, crazy.
Appreciate it.
I'll never forgive the Giants for that, but it is what it is.
You know who else ain't gonna ever forgive y'all? Your owner. That nigga said,
Oh.
I'm gonna have a hard time sleeping at night and Saquon go to Philly.
It's bad.
Like I literally paid for a subscription just to watch 2 episodes. I just
Crazy.
wanted to hear what he had to say. And he said, bro, like he was dead serious. He looked into the camera and said, I will have a hard time sleeping at night if Saquon goes to the Eagles. And this ain't got nothing to do with race. But the white man that was in the room at the time, he made that man so upset. I don't know who was in that room, but he definitely needs to be fired, Dan. Whoever was in that room needs to be fired.
That's what I'm saying. Clear house. Get these
Like,
guys out of here.
how dare you choose Daniel over a nigga named Saquon? Like, what?
Crazy. Really
I really couldn't believe it. Like I thought, like Dan, I smoked a big one because I couldn't even believe. Like I didn't think it was true.
Yeah.
I really didn't think it had happened. I didn't.
Pause.
But
I
yeah.
don't need no pause. I'm a grown ass man. Like they know I smoke weed. Fuck wrong with them. But back to what we talking
Yeah,
about.
but you smoking a good big one, bro. Come on, change the tune up.
Yeah, smoking a finger.
But yeah, Giants are a mess, no doubt.
Hey, does any Jet fan want to talk about the Jets Jaguars? I'm just kidding.
But Dan, I will
This
say
is
though, it's always been respect for the Giants. My grandfather, grandma, a bunch of my cousins and family are Giants fans. So it's
Appreciate
always
that.
been love. It's
No, for
always
sure.
been love and respect for, and Petey, that's my guy. So in our group to love, the Jets fans, even though I hate to see them like this, I really do. I really hate to see my good peoples like this. Y'all have endured enough. I've been praying for y'all, but I still got to pray for my team. So like, y'all can't get all my prayers. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gonna have to get some of y'all shit together yourself. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just think y'all just need to go draft a bunch of dogs and get a quarterback. I don't know. I think New York, just everybody in New York need a black quarterback. I'm gonna just be honest. Everybody need a black quarterback. Y'all need to change history and start from there. That's how I feel about it.
the Jets have had a few black quarterbacks. Their backup's a black quarterback too.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but I want you to draft one.
Jets drafted Geno Smith.
I know. And how long did that
Quincy.
last? Y'all didn't give him nothing.
Yeah, a few years.
Let's try again. Let's try again. Some good ones coming out. Like, let's try again. Yeah, I don't care what the scouts say. You know what I'm saying? If you got a chance to get Shador, I go get him. Even though he probably not gonna end up in New York, but I'd go get him if I could.
He was in New York last
Yeah.
night. I still Petey, you were there
Yeah, he was.
at the game.
Yeah, Dan, I actually got a video of it, but I
Oh,
didn't post
really?
it. Yeah, because I posted the Devontae one.
Okay.
I mean, you know who got the loudest ovation though was CC Sabathia.
Oh, really? Yeah,
I
makes
mean,
sense.
Yeah, he was.
why wouldn't he get isn't
Yeah,
he
I
a
know.
World
I
Series
just think
champion?
more Nick fans are not Jet fans, to be honest.
But isn't CC like a World Series champion?
Yeah,
If
see,
my
yeah.
knowledge is correct,
He should be a
CC was a great
Hall of
Yankee.
Fame.
Yeah.
Dan, I agree with you with that.
I mean,
But baseball is weird with that, man.
the
I
Hall of
don't
Fame's
like the
not
way.
very weird.
Yeah, I don't like the way baseball runs the Hall of Fame.
No, neither do I, Petey.
But, they're very strict in baseball. I think Albert Bell should be in the Hall of Fame.
I'm not gonna lie. Hey, PD, when I saw Juan Soto's contract, I literally called my mother and said, "You have to find me a tall mate," because I said I got 750 million reasons why 30 home runs, bases, and about like 75 RBI reasons for 750 mil. I got all the reasons.
Just imagine that if you had 75 people in your family, just say, and you gave them all $1 million, you'd still have 690
Right, like
mil.
that's insane.
Yeah. I mean,
And
even if
on
you
top
gave
of
it,
that, let's not act like he hasn't already made 200 M's. Like, let's not
yeah.
act like he ain't made that already.
Well, I don't know what no, he was on that. I think Dan, he was on his first year deal, right? His first, what
Yeah,
was he in
yeah,
ARB years?
But
yeah.
but this
Well,
ain't his.
he just took a 1-year deal with them. They traded for him, and
Right.
then he knew he was hitting free agency.
Right. But he had an arbitration year,
yeah,
right? He
yeah.
had an arbitration. Yeah.
But he could hit free agency again, which is scary.
Correct. But
Exactly.
he's got an opt out after 5. Do you think he'll do it though?
Unless the Mets don't pay him, but I don't expect they will pay him.
Look, the Mets can't opt out of it, can they? Or
No.
can they?
No, they cannot.
Right. So this is a player opt out
Yeah.
fully. I didn't
Yeah. My
get
cousin,
into the full.
my cousin was talking to me about his deal actually when I was talking to him.
Pay
He
the
was
man.
like, that's a good deal.
Yeah.
He said,
All right. I want to
oh, sorry.
hold on. I want to ask people, or people want to comment about the Jets coach. Who do you want coaching?
Vrabel.
Is it I want Vrabel.
Stefanski and Joe Brady.
Come on,
Yeah, I
guys,
mean,
let's say it. We want Vrabel.
well,
John
no,
Gruden.
no. I think the Jets have to go in the, besides Vrabel, the offensive, category of coaching. And I would like to take Joe Brady away from Buffalo, to be honest, because that would weaken them. Because look, they're the team to beat. So
Hey, PD, I asked this though with Joe Brady. Is he bringing that offensive line with him? Is he bringing one of them offensive line coaches with him? Because that's what makes Brady look so good. You have a cyborg at quarterback, and then you have one of the better offensive lines and most healthy offensive lines in the league.
yeah, the CB, are you here? Did we lose everyone?
No, PD, I hear you.
Yeah. I mean, it's just sad that there's 4 games left, and what a joke. Jets season is a complete joke.
It's unfortunate.
Yep.
Shouldn't have been this way. Both sides of it.
Nope.
Soto's going to be a Met
Yeah.
today, 3:00.
Yeah, three. What is it? 3:30, Dan, or 3?
I think 3.
Yeah,
And that's going to
that'll
be
be
just,
live.
you see him. Yeah, the jersey's going to hold it up. It's just a good day to be a Mets fan, I guess, if anything.
Dan, did you hear me saying I was at the Knick game and we saw
Yeah. Devontae
Yankee fans
Shador.
are, yeah, no, but Yankee fans are bitter, bro. Some of them. There were people at the game saying stuff too.
Really?
Like, yeah, Yankee fans are bitter, man. A lot of them are. With the
Were you
slick
wearing some Mets
comments.
stuff?
No,
Okay.
no.
Yeah, Yankee fans are
But
bitter.
I was with a couple of Met fans, so that
Right.
probably helped.
Yeah. I mean, for the first time, we're on level playing field with the Yankees, and crazy. It's just, yeah, they went to the World Series, they did all that, but you talk about the future, next 10 years. I mean, the Mets are well positioned.
Yeah, and they're going to pay. You know, they're going to spend money, which is good.
We think.
Well, no, according to Joe, it's the worst team. Joe was in here, though, so I'm not talking behind his back.
Right.
Joe went from being, the happiest guy on earth, signing Soto, to now the Jets are, I mean, the Mets are, they stink.
The only thing
So,
about it's not the first time you guys have been a level playing field. You guys have had a higher payroll than the Yankees for a few years now.
I wouldn't put that.
yes, because
I don't.
I agree
Yeah.
with that. Because with Cohen, he just put listen, Dan, it wasn't fair with the Wilpons. They took it out on us, man.
Mm-hmm.
I know, Dan, I'm not saying this, I know you're younger, but when that whole Madoff thing happened and they didn't spend money, it was a joke
Mm-hmm.
that they didn't have money. They should have went into their own pockets, and the fans suffered. They didn't sign Reyes. It wasn't cool, man. It wasn't cool.
No. But that's always the perception of the Mets. Like, for the at least perception wise, like money aside, payroll aside, like the Mets can hang with not even the Yankees. They can hang with anyone now, and it's like,
Yep.
I mean, the Dodgers. I'm still worried about. I don't think we're really close to beating the Dodgers as close as we should be, but one pitcher away, two pitchers away, and it's a lot different.
And Dan, anything can happen in the playoffs.
Exactly.
Nobody expected the Mets to beat the Phillies. Now, are the Mets better than the Phillies right now, Dan? I don't even know that answer. I don't
On
know.
paper, no, but in
Correct.
my heart, like I do think if we played them in another 5 game series, we'd beat them, especially with Soto now. I mean,
Yep.
who knows? Who really knows, Petey? Hopefully the Knicks don't fall apart too. That loss last night, like Trey Young rolling the dice on MSG's, like it's just no one wants to see that, and it's just time and time again. Like the Knicks give you hope, and then they lose to the Pistons. They keep giving you hope, and then they drop a game to the Hawks, and it's like it's frustrating. I'm not expecting them to dominate everyone in their path, but I want to see better play from the Knicks, and I know that's like maybe that's just the Knick fan in me that's always been seeing bad Knick teams, but it's just crazy because they have the potential to win it all. They'd be kidding yourself if you didn't see Carl Anthony Towns and what he's doing, and McHale finally cooking. The Knicks can get it done. I don't know.
Knicks need to just gel. That's the
Yeah.
problem. They need more time.
Yep. Yep.
Again, it's a shame that we can't talk about the Jets because they're so bad.
Yeah. What's their new?
There's nothing.
Right.
They're 3.5-point favorites against the Jaguars this week, by the way. I think they'll win and cover.
How many times have they been favored this year?
I think 8 or 9.
Really?
I'm not positive. Yeah, I'm not positive,
Wow.
but yeah. Yep.
That's crazy. I mean, Giants lost to the Panthers in Munich. I didn't think that would happen. I mean, that was the end of Daniel Jones's career.
Yeah. Bryce Young's turned it around too.
Yeah.
Now, do you keep him going forward, Dan? Would you keep
No.
Bryce Young?
I just think
So
because
you
of
would.
his height, Petey. Like we say the same thing about Kyler, but I don't know. You can't see over an
Yeah.
O line. You can't play football. Like that could be a bad take. I get it. Like he is a good player, number one overall. But I don't know. I look at Kyler and I look at him, and it's just not the same player. We'll see, though. We'll see. 3 o'clock today. I'll be tuned in. Get some popcorn going. I don't know, maybe a glass of red wine. I don't know. It's crazy. Crazy time.
It is. I'm still shocked the Mets got this guy. I'm not going to lie.
Me too.
I can't believe it.
It's going to hit opening day probably when they all run out. The smoke going, Citi Field packed. Spring training is going to be a buzz about it. I don't like a different kind of buzz, but it's not going to be the same.
The Mets have definitely, taken the headlines. That's for sure.
Yeah. You got to win, though. Mike Francesa said it yesterday, and he was a fan, and he's like, Cohen's halfway there, but you have to bring home that ring.
Correct.
Got to do it. It's not going to be
Correct
this
and
year,
agree.
but maybe next year. I could really see it. Right now, it feels like the NLCS is the Mets' ceiling. They'll run into the Dodgers. They'll have a great series, probably go 7, and they probably fall short. That's my realistic view on it. And then next year, they come back loaded, 2026, and they really go for it. And that's something that we all should be excited about. Hopefully.
Yep.
Rangers
Again,
are a
guys,
mess, too. I know not a lot of hockey fans in here, but
yeah, whatever. I mean, well, at least the Rangers and Jets, not the Jets, obviously. The Rangers, the Knicks have the best. The Knicks and the Mets now, in my eyes, have the best chance to win the championship.
orange and blue
Oh,
skies.
we're just taking the Yankees right off of there, huh, Petey?
I'm talking about my teams. Yeah, I did. I mean, the Yankees are going to win the division again. I mean, I think Boston's improved for sure. Baltimore, are you scared of Baltimore?
No, that owner's not doing shit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not taking the Yankees out. Just like I always put the Yankees in, but that's how I put the Chiefs now. Until I see the Chiefs lose in the playoffs, I'm picking them. And I mean, eventually it's going to happen and somebody's going to dethrone them. But somebody in the AFC's got to beat them besides the Bengals. Maybe it's the Bills this year. Maybe it's the Ravens. Who knows? But
Could be.
and to be honest, the NL East, the Braves too, the Mets have a hard way to get back to where they were. The Braves, the Phillies are still good. The Dodgers. Who else? Who's in the Central? That
The
scares you.
Brewers a little bit. Pirates
Yeah.
now.
They'll
get there.
The Mets, the Brewers had an epic collapse, Dan. I mean, it wasn't, they didn't collapse, but that Alonso home run probably still stinging people.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know?
Yeah. Imagine that you go into that 9th inning up 2-0. You're playing the Mets. You got Devin Williams on the mound. Everything's good, and then it's just
You got Pete Alonso probably leaving the Mets for sure.
Yeah, definitely. He grounds out there and
because he
it's
can't
over.
get the big hit allegedly.
It's a storybook. It really
So,
is.
guys, I usually don't do this, but it was a late night for me. I'm gonna end the space.
Oh, you're good, Petey.
I'm gonna take a breather for a little bit and
3
not
o'clock.
host. And yeah, I'll be back on tomorrow. I'll be in other spaces, maybe Whittles or somebody else. Have a good day, all right? And
All the love, Pete.
go Jets. See you guys.